let's take a look at the Switch and the possibility of a brand new model in 2020. And of course, the long-time thing that a lot of people have been hoping for is that 2020 is the year that we see some kind of Switch Pro. And the rumor that's going around yesterday, by the time this video is live, I hope, isn't necessarily confirming that. It's saying that sometime by the end of this current quarter, Q1, we are going to be seeing a manufacturing production of a new Switch model to come out later this year. Now, this rumor is currently circulating across a number of different websites. The actual original source is a Taiwanese website called DigiTimes, and specifically what it's talking about is that there's a timetable coming up where these new Switches are going to go into production, and they'll be coming out later this year, probably near the end of Q2, so maybe June, early summer, that kind of thing. And it doesn't necessarily focus on the idea of it being a Switch Pro, but it does mention two specific things that are interesting. Now, the first thing is that it's going to have an improved CPU, which is something that's been talked about a lot in the past for the Switch. A lot of people were wondering if the revised Switch that came out last year was going to feature that, and it didn't. It was a lightly upgraded one, but not something noticeably different. So there's been ongoing talks that we might be seeing a more powerful CPU, which has been one of the main rumors for a Switch Pro in the future. The other thing it talks about, though, that I don't think anyone's really heavily speculated on before, is the idea that this new Switch model would be designed using a magnesium alloy as what it's made out of, instead of the traditional plastic. Now, my immediate reaction just hearing this is that it's really interesting to think about a more durable metal body Switch, because one of the biggest complaints I've had with the original Switch, especially the launch one, has been the issues of how frail the plastic is. It doesn't do a great job of absorbing impact. If you ever drop the system, it's just not going to look great. The kickstand obviously is a problem, and really the plastic itself doesn't even hold that well against the heat the system produces. Original launch Switches, if you leave them in the dock really often, there are all kinds of reported issues, like systems slightly bending, causing cracks in the system parts near where the screws are, and even having the heating vents completely break off, which is exactly what happened to my Switch. Sure, the system still runs fine, but it's really disheartening to have your favorite main system fall apart even when you try your best to take care of it. So the idea of having a different material that it's constructed out of that would absolutely be a much more durable design is really interesting. Now, the downside to switching over to a metal like this is obviously the fact that production costs would go up compared to the plastic, so that would also result in a more expensive system.